Hi, how are you, my younger brothers? I'm your elder brother, Kiran Roy. So, I've been receiving lots of comments lately telling me that, Kiran bro, I see lots of couples and I tend to feel very much jealous. So, can you please make a video on how I cannot feel jealous looking at other happy couples or couples for that matter? How do I not feel insecure whenever I happen to see some lovey-dovey act in the social media? Because as you all know, it is common knowledge that people just like to flaunt. So whenever they flaunt, there are many people that end up feeling insecure and feeling inadequate in life. So this video is going to be exactly regarding that, and I'm going to address each and every point to the best of my abilities. But firstly, let me tell you that whatever you see is not entirely the truth. In fact, in many cases that's not the truth at all, because whatever you see is what they want you to see. It is only what they want you to see. Like when you look at a ship sailing, you just look at the top end, the one which is above the water. But the majority of the part is beneath the water of a huge ship. If you see, the hull is behind, it is below the water. So it is not what's visible, the small, tiny Titanic which you see in the speck of the sky. That is not what the main thing is. The main thing is below the water. So, majority of the couples, what they try to show is only for the purpose of showing, when in reality it is completely different. In reality, that is absolutely not the case. I'll give you one personal example. In my social media, I had this friend of mine, not a friend, an acquaintance, you can say. So this guy always, they both were into fitness actually, he and his wife. They had a kid as well, and they were into fitness. So that's why, and since I'm also into fitness, I happen to follow that guy also, and slowly as in his wife also followed me. So like I ended up following both of them, both the husband and the wife. So one thing which I used to find very much cringe-worthy is every day that guy would post their couple pics with the title like couple goals and all those cringe-worthy captions. And they would always regularly every week I would at least see 5 to 6 pictures of theirs together. And vice versa. Even the lady, even his wife used to put, because I was following both of them were following me. So I used to get both of their updates. Even the wife would write, my best man in the world. I have never, as in, I'm very lucky. I'm the luckiest woman on earth to get such a good husband, such a handsome husband. Like all different captions for the different pictures would be something of that sort. That my husband is the most handsome man in the world. Best, I must have done some good thing in my past life that I got such a good husband in my life. So these sort of cringe-worthy captions along with their couple pictures. So I did sense something amiss. So, and this guy was like very much a fan of me, you can say, especially due to my music and fitness. So I was in good terms with him. And since I'm a psychology student and I did smell a rat, I did find something is amiss, because a normal couple will never indulge in such like this much display of power. I did not see even in like even in like most show off people also don't show off this much. So it aroused my suspicion. So psychologically I had a few things to derive from them. So I just told him that, as you know, I am a psychology student. I do lots of counseling work. I do lots of work about. I do lots of research about different aspects. So I did not tell him that this is my research is regarding something else. So I just since he was following me regarding sports, so I took the topic of sports. Though my agenda was something else, to get some more details about his personal life. That was my main agenda. So I started talking to him. Like I started collecting details under the guise of fitness, not under the guise of his personal life. And slowly, what I came to know that will blow up your mind. I came to know that the wife is having an affair with somebody else. Very soon, we stumbled upon that the wife is already having an affair with somebody else, and the guy had caught her. The guy had caught her, and I mean, they arrived at a compromise because this guy was a simp actually. Had no, as in he had problems, but he chose to forgive his cheating wife, and both of them came together. But the conclusion that I mean, after lots of research, basically you can say, lots of digging into it, I came to know. I'm just telling you the conclusion. The lots of things that happened, but I'm just giving a basic few lines about the conclusion. The conclusion was they had a huge social network, as in relatives, as in their community. They were Rajasthanis. Rajasthanis have a very close knit community. They have a strong social network, basically comprising of the relatives from either sides of the family. So since there was something amiss in their relationship, they decided that, since like the husband decided to forgive his cheating partner, that's completely his personal decision. I was not there to counsel him regarding his marriage or anything else. I was counseling him regarding fitness. But under the guise of fitness, I got to know these details. So the detail was very much sinister. The detail was his wife was already cheating on him, and this guy had stumbled upon, he got a hold of the proofs. So instead of thinking of a divorce or anything, this guy decided to forgive him. This guy decided to forgive her. But now came the big question, that what about the society and relatives? Even, I mean, so they shouldn't smell that something is amiss. So to overcompensate for that, they started posting these pictures that my husband is the best, my wife is the dearest. So these cringeworthy captions were to show their relatives basically that everything is fine between us, that there exists no problem between us, because it's a psychology, no? See, person when a person steals something, and when he's walking after stealing, he can always hear footsteps that somebody is out to catch hold of him. That's a classic case of psychology, guilty. So though there was nobody who came to know about the cheating of the wife, but they were guilty that somebody, what if somebody comes to know, our entire lives will get destroyed, our entire image will get ruined, our entire image will get tarnished in the society, in our community. So they were scared, though there was nobody who had a hint of what happened. But still, they were imagining that what if somebody comes to know. So, to overcompensate that, they were trying to indulge in a vulgar display of affection, basically, like very much. Because that's why I got into the picture at the first place, no, because my suspicion was aroused that something is wrong, because people, they don't do this. So this was the case. So this was just one case. So you can imagine that whatever you see is not the reality, because looking at his pictures, so many of these kind of people who said that I feel insecure looking at other couples pictures, so many of such people might have felt jealous, might have felt insecure, right? But the reality is something else. In reality was the wife was actually cheating on that guy whom you thought was having. So my bottom line is, what you see in social media is not the truth. Majority of these perfect couples that you see in social media, they are just faking it to seek validation from people. Because as per psychology, a person who truly loves their partner, or if something is really good with their relationship, they will never shout it from rooftops. They will never show the whole world that look how happy I am. They will never do that. People who are genuinely rich, they will never flaunt their wealth. People who are genuinely happy in their relationship, they will never show the world that we are happy. That's basic human psychology. You will see only the people who are pretending to be rich, only they indulging, showing off. Have you ever seen a genuinely rich person showing off his wealth? Have you ever seen have you ever seen a genuinely talented person showing and telling the whole world that look, I'm so talented? They will never do that, because they know they are talented. A rich man knows that he is rich. He doesn't need to show his richness. I'll give you an example of my own father, for that matter. He's a multi-millionaire. He's a very big industrialist, and but he never believes in showing off. Though he can afford a Rolls Royce, but he drives a Maruti. He wears the same white shirt, black pant since I saw him. one pair of Bata shoes lasts 3 to 4 years or even more. So he never felt the need to display his wealth because he knows I am rich, I know, you know, the whole society knows, as in our whole community knows. So I don't feel the need to show it to others. And I have inculcated that from him. I myself also don't feel the need to show off. I don't feel the need to show how rich I am by flaunting my wealth or by my cars. But you will see people who are living a hand to mouth existence. They are the ones who always feel the constant need, the constant urge to show the public that look how rich I am. Look, I'm flying by air. Look, I'm using an iPhone. They are the ones who always feel the need to show their riches. Likewise, people who are actually not happy in their relationship, they feel the need to seek validation from other people. That is to reassure, to reaffirm that, hey man, I also have something going on. Because they are not happy in the relationship. But once they get that validation from other people that, hey, looking good, good couple, when they listen to these words, they get a validation sort of thing. They reaffirm the faith that, okay, man, I am also something. I also have something to talk about. Because in reality, they are not happy in their life. That is when they feel the need to flaunt it. So, whatever you see in social media, majority, I'm not saying all, but as per my research, majority are hiding it. The reality is something else. This is not the truth. The truth is entirely, the real picture is completely different. I gave you my example also to drive home my point. So, stop assuming that what others have is better than yours. What others have is better than what you have. Just focus on your own life. Till date, in my entire life, I never ever went to see what others have, what others are doing. I never watch others' content also. I don't follow many people. I don't watch what others are doing in their lives. I'm least bothered what others are doing. I'm only bothered about my own life. I run, I train hard, I play lead guitars, I teach lead guitars, I travel. There's so many things I'm doing. I have my businesses, not just one. I have multiple businesses. I have so many things to look up to in life. I don't have time to see what others are doing. So that's exactly what you should be doing. You should be inculcating the abundance mindset. The primary reason why you think that why you feel jealous or insecure, primary reason why you feel insecure, why you feel jealous, is because you think love is scarce. You have a scarcity mindset basically, whereas what I have is an abundant mindset. What is an abundant mindset? That you should level up. You should just focus on your own life. You must just focus on building up yourself so that you attract the right and the good women in your life. You don't need to chase and run after somebody else just because you think that, hey, love is scarce. So whatever I'm getting, I should just get it. You guys end up behaving as if she's the only girl. If this girl you don't get, you won't be getting anybody else. Whereas I never had that kind of a mindset. I never had that scarcity mindset. I always had an abundant mindset that if this girl goes, I'll get five more. If five more goes, I'll get 10 more. If 10 more goes, I'll attract 20 more. That has always been my case throughout my life. For those who are not aware, I've been a rock guitarist. I played with some of the topmost rock bands from India, and I have lived the life of a playboy. Apart from living the life of a rock star, I've also lived the life of a playboy. And it's only through my abundant mindset that I attracted more. Because, as I explained in my other videos, in my Hindi videos basically, that women, they are not attracted by you for what you are. They are attracted to you if you feel wanted by other females. So in my case, I already had a few girlfriends. So the other girls used to come to me because other girls liked me. So they always like those people who are in demand. They have no interest in the guys who are not in demand, whom nobody else likes. So whenever I see guys who say that, hey, I did not have a single relationship in my life, I don't have anybody in my life, you will be my only person, you are my only person. So they think that I'll be scoring brownie points if I say such words. But the reality is completely opposite. The girl starts thinking did not have any relationship because no other women found him irresistible. No, he had no demand from other women because he doesn't have anything. So that is when they start losing interest in you. Whereas they always like the guys whom other girls like. Remember, that is how their psychology works. For example, now Coldplay concert happened in Mumbai. You might have seen lots of reels circulating. Majority of the girls were just dancing. They had no clue about what that band is all about, what their songs are all about, for that matter. One or two would be singing the lyrics by heart, they must be knowing, but majority just dancing for the heck of it because others are doing it. They had come for that Coldplay concert only because their friends thought it's cool. Their friends were going, so they wanted to hop along. They personally had no interest in any Coldplay concert of any kind. So that is how the female mind functions. They are attracted to guys whom other girls are attracted to. Remember this thing. So always have a abundance mindset. So if you have a few girlfriends, I can talk about myself, I'm not talking about others, but I did when I was at the peak of my rock star career, you can say, lead playing career with a rock band. I already had girls who were attracted to me. So that made the job way more easier. So suppose if I happen to break up, others would already be waiting in the lines. I would have been, so as I said, if one went, I used to get five more. Five went, 10 more. That was how my scarcity mindset, as in I never had this scarcity mindset. That is how I developed my abundance mindset. That with 5, I attracted 10. With 10, I attracted 20. That is what I applied even in my business, even in monetary terms, even in money. With money, I attracted more money. With little bit of talent, I attracted more talent. A little bit of fame, I attracted a little bit more fame. So that is how it works. You must have an abundant mindset. But what happens that you have a scarcity mindset, because of which you end up feeling jealous and insecure whenever you see somebody else. So the idea is you must not compare yourself with others. You should be concerned only about developing yourself, because as I said, you need to attract a few girls first. Only after that you develop a price for yourself in the marketplace, in the dating marketplace, I would say. And as I said, nobody likes a guy who is not in demand. Every girl, every woman likes a man who has appeal amongst her friends as well, amongst other girls as well, whom other girls finds desirable. That is the kind of man every woman wants. Nobody likes a guy whom nobody finds interesting. Remember this. So develop an abundant mindset and work on yourself so that you end up attracting the right girl in your life. So become the prize. Work on yourself. Develop your skills. You feel insecure when you think that you are not enough. Always remember this thing. You tend to feel jealous, you tend to feel insecure, as you told me. A person feels insecure only when they think that I am not adequate enough, when I am not good enough, when I am not enough. That is the word you have to eliminate from your life, that I am not enough. You must be more than enough. You should be like excellent. You should be like super awesome. You should be a rock star basically. And how can you be that? By becoming good in whatever you do. If you're in business, work your, as in not just work, develop your skills, develop all the nitty gritties required to be at the top of the game. And when it comes to the skills regarding your business, also ensure that you develop other skills as well apart from your business, because business is for subsistence purposes, but there should be something else also apart from your business and job that you should be good at. Only one business, that's just a means of survival, business or job, but something else should be there. For example, music. In my case, that's my business. I'm constantly growing in it passionately. I'm a passionate lead guitarist, as you must be knowing, and my business is related to guitars only. So I'm constantly growing in that aspect. But at the same time, I'm also honing my skills in creating videos, as you guys must be very well aware of. I'm creating videos. So this is not my business, but I'm still my business is, my main skill and business is guitars, and the business is related to that. But video making is a completely different content creation, as I would call it. Content creation is completely a different ballgame for me, which is different than my business. But still, I'm investing myself into it. My channel is growing. I'm talking about the things which I feel strongly about. So this is a classic case of growing my skill related to something which is not my actual business. So always have something like this in your life. For example, in my case, it happens to be content creation. With content creation, I'm doing something which is different than my business. This is not my main means of survival. This is something else, and this is completely different than what I do. My other thing is playing guitars, but this is completely different. I'm now in front of the camera. I'm talking about different a variety of subjects. So this is an example which I'm giving you. So try to choose something which is not your work, which is not your job, which is not your business. Develop some skill. It can be anything. It's not that since I'm a guitarist that you should also learn guitars only. Nothing like that. It can be any kind of skill. It can be 3D animation, it can be photography, it can be playing guitars also for that matter. So many skills are there in this world. But try to develop one skill which you see becoming good 5 years down the line. Because it's just now, whoever have started following me, you must be knowing that I am in YouTube since November, if I'm not wrong. Since November, I started. I used to make reels before that, but it used to be guitars and fitness reels. But I was never into life navigation. Though I was doing it, I was working as a life navigator, but I never created videos. I used to do it secretly because I did not want to come out in the open. But some of my reels went, not some, eight of my reels in Instagram went viral, like getting 7 to 8 million views. And from that, I started, even my YouTube videos started getting attention. And that is how I started my YouTube journey. So I'm relatively very new to the YouTube. In fact, this English channel is like very new. In fact, I'm still at 900 subscribers. I guess within a day or two, I should be crossing 1000 subscribers. This is a completely new channel. But my Hindi channel, though the channel is 5 to 6 months old, but I started getting success from the past 3 to 4 months, basically 3 months is when channel actually started getting attention. So I'm completely new in this hemisphere, basically in this YouTube field. I'm completely new. So this is something which even you should consider, something apart from your job and work. Try doing something else which will serve as a very good stress buster also for you, because the whole day I'm doing music, which in itself is my first love, so I don't have any issues. But for people who are not doing which is their first love, this thing will come very much handy, learning one separate skill. So in my case, I'm now having two skills. One is guitars, one is music, and one is content creation. So both are feeding my creative mind, because I have a creative mind, being a professional artist, being a professional musician. This is completely fitting my creative mind, basically. So like this, find something which fits you and which you see yourself doing even 10 years down the line. Because I can, as I must have told you in my Hindi videos, I have said that even if I make one video every day, one hour video also, if I make every day for the rest of my life, my content will not get over. That is the kind of experience I have. That is the kind of incidents which I have seen. That is the kind of research I have done in my cases, that I can keep on addressing subjects for each and every day, that too for 1 hour, for the rest of my life. For the next, suppose if I'm alive for the next 40 years, I can create content every single day, and I will never fall short of words. I will never fall short of content. I will never fall short of motivation as well, because this is something which I love doing. I'm sharing my experiences with you. I'm trying to touch a life. I'm trying to improve somebody's quality of life. I'm showing them the right direction. So I'm very much excited about this. So find something which you're excited about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You will never feel insecure in your life. Now you're feeling insecure, as I said, because you are feeling incomplete. Once you feel complete, once you have purpose in your life, like now I have purpose. I have the purpose to change the manscape, basically. I want to turn boys into a real masculine forces. I want a strong future for my country. So it can't get more exciting than this. I'm very much excited with the direction I'm taking. And I can say in 3 years, next 3 years, I can definitely see a huge change. My channels would be grown up. My subscriber base would be increased. I will definitely, I can foresee something good. So same way, even you should build up something in which you foresee yourself becoming good in that. Something which is not your work. This will take away your insecurities in life. So you're understanding why I'm saying this. It's to take away your insecurity, which you had asked me, which is the topic of today's video, that how do I get rid of insecurity. Insecurity will automatically vanish when you have purpose in your life, when you have some skill apart from your job. So this is a very important point. Now my next point is, destroy the need for external validation. So what happens whenever you see some couple sitting in a garden, for that matter? You feel sad, you feel insecure. Do you know why? Because you're seeking external validation. Somebody else is making you feel insecure. But when you are completely content by yourself, external circumstances will never make you feel happy or sad for that matter. For example, I am a single guy, but whenever I see married couples, I don't even give a damn. In fact, I feel bad for them. My thinking is that, man, you're gone. Whenever I see these couples, not married, the ones who are girlfriend boyfriend sitting in a park, I just laugh. That guy, dude, you don't know what this girl is going to two-time you. You're going to have a very bad breakup. Just see. Because girlfriend, boyfriend, like these days, it's like changing shirts, changing your pant for that matter. I don't, I'm loyal even to my shirt. Once I buy something, I keep on wearing it. But these boyfriend, girlfriends, they change partners like as if like just next day they will have somebody else. So I truly feel bad for them. So what you do is because you're seeking somebody else's validation. Stop seeking somebody else's validation. Be content by yourself. Look within you. Don't look at others, what others are doing. Just see what you are capable of. Just see what heights you are capable of reaching and execute. Execute reaching those goals which you have for yourself. Once you have a solid purpose in life, you will never ever look at other people, what other people are doing. Because I personally never look at other people, what they are doing. As I said, I never look at other people. In fact, I hate other people. I hate being amongst people. I hate looking at what others are doing. I like to focus only on my own life. I lead a life of solitude. I just like to focus on my own life and I keep it with my work. I'm only concerned about my own work, about my own progress, my own physical progress, mental progress, financial progress, artistic progress. I'm only concerned about myself. I'm not at all concerned. So the day you start thinking like me, that I'm not concerned about what others are doing, I'm only concerned about what I am doing, that is the day you will stop feeling insecure or jealous. Learn to be content alone. When you stop seeking validation, jealousy disappears. It just gets out of your life. And always compete only with yourself. Because I see people competing with each and everybody else. They compete with everybody except themselves. When in reality, it is only me, as I said, I compete myself against. I don't ever even harbor the feeling of competing with somebody else, because if you go out in the open, there will always be somebody who's better than you in every aspect of life. I am aware, be it guitar playing, there must be hundreds of players who are better than me. In physique, there must be hundreds of people better than me. In content creation, hundreds of people would be better than me. So why do you want to waste your time thinking about those hundreds of people? Just focus on yourself. So what I do is I have a mindset that I'm only competing with myself. Now suppose I've started, for example, I've started this new English channel. My earlier video, when my first video came, if you've noticed, and now as I'm progressing in this channel, my content quality is getting better and better, which many people had even commented. So this is how it goes. I'm competing with myself. I'm trying to make my content better. I'm trying to improve my way of talking. I'm trying to improve my posture for that matter. I mean, there are many aspects which are associated with creating content. So I'm only competing with myself. I'm trying to improve my voice modulation. I'm trying to improve myself in all aspects. So what does it imply? I'm not at all looking at what others are doing. I'm not seeing at my competition, as in I'm not seeing the people who are better than me. I'm not competing with somebody else. My competition is only with myself. So if you look at my first video and if you check out this video for that matter, you will see a marked improvement. Don't you see a marked improvement? So that's only because I'm competing with myself. So the day you start competing with yourself, forgetting about other people, jealousy and insecurity is going to vanish into thin air. Take it from me in writing. So my next point is embrace the warrior mindset. Remember, a warrior never sits and cries about what other people have. They only take what they have fought for, what they have worked for. For example, if somebody comes and gives me even 1 crore rupees for that matter, I won't take it. My father did give me, but I refused. Because I will only take what I have fought for, what I have worked for, what I have rightfully earned in my life. I will never ever take, in fact, I will give. So that's why I say in my Hindi channel that you can consider giving a super thanks. The entire money will go to the orphan kids of the Chembur Children's Home. I don't want anything for my effort, because in this I'm trying to help. So I don't want any single rupee. for myself, because that will destroy the purpose. The whole purpose will get lost if I start taking money for this. Why am I able to convey my message so beautifully? Because I have no ulterior motive. I have no motive of making money, because I, by the grace of the universe, I already have many avenues to make money. This is not my money making venture. This venture is to improve the society, to improve my fellow brothers. So I can go all out because I don't have any ulterior motive. So same way, a warrior, adopt this warrior mindset in which you only get what you have worked for. So the day you adopt this mindset, you will never feel insecure looking at other people, because you did not work for that. What you work for, I mean, what you should be getting, that when you have actually worked for something, how you worked on your body, you worked on building up your personality, you worked on your skin, you worked on your way of talking, you worked on your tone, you worked on your confidence, you worked on your wardrobe for that matter, you worked on your hygiene. When you have worked on everything, and then when you attract the right person, that is when you deserve somebody. But not just because you're seeing some couple sitting and you're thinking, hey, I should also get. That is not the warrior mindset. A warrior mindset only takes what he has earned, what he has worked for. For example, as I said, the money which I have worked for, that is my own money. The money which I have inherited, the money which I got from others, that, I won't consider that money. I won't even take it. That's why I never take money from even you people. In fact, for my 1:1, you guys, who, I mean, I guess you guys must not be aware, but I do take 1:1 sessions, and whatever money comes, I don't take a single rupee out of it. 50% of the money is distributed amongst my three managers who are working tirelessly and loyally for me. They are the ones who, apart from looking after my business, they are not just looking after my social media profiles, they are also managers of my guitar hall academies, guitar sales. They are also looking after my guitar factory. They are responsible for my complete functioning, including my social media. My three managers works in three shifts of 8 hours each, to keep all the comments in check, to filter out any unwanted comments. So they are constantly working in my Hindi channel, especially because this is a new channel. So in this, the comments are comparatively very less, but in Hindi channel, the comments are huge. In Instagram, comments are huge, like lots of comments I get. So they are completely looking after my profiles as well. So whatever money comes are distributed to them and to Chambur Children's Home. Whatever money I get through my psychology or by making videos are completely distributed to them, because this is the money which I don't think I should be taking, because I am doing this for the betterment of the society. So I shouldn't be having any motive like making money out of it. So I don't take a single rupee. Since the past 10 years, I have, since the past 20 years, I'm doing 1:1. But since the past 10 years, I've started charging money for it, but that entire money goes to the Chambur Children's Home and to pay my staff. I personally never use it. And though my staff has a fixed salary from me also, but that money serves as their incentive or their bonus basically. So that's their bonus. They have their fixed salary. But whatever money I get from 1:1 counseling, it is divided 50% into them, and the balance goes to the orphan kids. And to the orphan kids also, we don't directly just blindly give the money to their caretakers or anything. We are aware that the money might not reach there, so we buy them stuff, because my students, I have lots of students, so they only do the job. They go there, they perform, they play, they buy them stuff, they buy them clothes, they buy them books, they buy them McDonald's, KFC, not KFC, McDonald's, veg burger. We have to give, we have a rule that we have instructions from the, from those places, that we have to give them only vegetarian food. So we give them those things. So I don't take a single rupee from it, because I don't think that I have done anything to make money out of it. So I will never charge a single rupee for my services, because I've already monetized my music. So I don't need it, because my music gives me ample money. So adopt this warrior mindset, that I will only take what I deserve, what I have worked for. And trust me, you will never feel jealous or insecure in your entire lifetime. Now, my last point for the day is, focus on your mission, not on women. A real masculine man works tirelessly towards his mission in life. They never chase women. Why, Because they know that my task, my quest of reaching my mission is going to make me so attractive that I will myself attract the right woman. The right woman will directly fall in my lap, because that is exactly what happened in my life till date. I never had to chase or run after a single girl in my life. All the girls, as I told you the theory, I am working on my craft, that's attracting girls. Since I'm getting girls, other girls are getting attracted. As simple as that. So I never had to run after a single girl in my life. I never even had to propose a single girl or chase a girl for that matter. I never did that in my life. That's against my personality. My personality is not suited to that kind of behavior. Whatever whatever comes directly to me, I do indulge in that. But I never ever in my life I never chased anybody for that matter. So always chase your mission. You should be so busy with your mission that you don't have time for all this. And trust me, when you're chasing your mission, that is when women starts finding you attractive. And the right woman, you have chances of the right woman walking into your lap while you're in the act of chasing your mission. So this is the entire truth, the entire reality which I have personally witnessed in my life, in my journey so far. So if you think whatever I said is relatable to you, do feel free to comment. All right, do discuss with me. I will catch you with the next one. Jai Hind.